Hi, it's Mark again. I'm going to bring a topic this time to this video. Topic is, we're going to call this one, Who's a Christian? I know there's probably a lot of videos out there about this. This is just my view and what I've been taught about Christianity. Of course, Christianity has Jesus Christ as its cornerstone. It's a Christian way of life is through Jesus Christ. Notice I didn't say religion. A lot of people confuse Christianity with religion. But Christianity is really not a religion. It's a relationship between a person or an individual and Jesus Christ. And not everybody's relationship is going to be exactly the same. Jesus has our own individual callings for us. So one Christian may have a certain calling, another Christian has another calling, and they're not going to be the exact same. But the bottom core is Jesus Christ. Most times when people say Christian or think of Christian, they think of Bible thumper, they think of some kind of religious fanatic. Yes, we do read the Bible, and yes, we are fanatical about Jesus Christ, but we're not going to force it down someone's throat. We're not going to go, you have to be a Christian. So you do have to be a Christian, but you know. Um, so that's just one false idea of what a Christian really is. Also, Christians don't really have a closed door policy. I mean, they don't have a closed door policy. It's not that they really don't have. They do not have a closed door policy. Anybody is welcome to have a relationship with Jesus Christ. Our calling as Christians, I'm pause there. Our calling as Christians is to seek out people who are lost, hurting, need something in their life. You know, that God-shaped hole that we all have in our hearts that Jesus fills perfectly. We're called to bring this truth to other people. Some people think they're following Jesus. Some people say they're following Jesus, but the Bible clearly says that there's many Jesus and false Jesus out there, and there's false groups, obviously. Um, that's another good thing to bring up here in this area. Yeah, so we're just supposed to bring the lost to Jesus. That's our calling. That's what we're supposed to do. How we do it, it's individual. Some people are more aggressive. Some people are more passive when it comes to this. I don't agree with being too passive because if you're too passive, then people are going to think it's not important, and it really is. So, as you can see, some people call themselves Christian. Just because they call themselves Christian doesn't mean they're going to be a Christian, and not all Christians are perfect. The Christianity is not just a title; it's who we are. And in Ephesians, it actually says that we are saved by nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do, nothing we can not do to earn us the Christian faith. It's all about Jesus, Jesus alone. Jesus is the cornerstone, like I said. Jesus is who and why we are Christians. Sorry, I'm reading some notes that I have written down, but it's hard to read while you're trying to do a video. So sorry, bear with me a little bit because I didn't want to get off on a tangent. I have a tendency to get off on the tangents I'm doing right now, and then the video is going to be a 2-hour long video on one topic, so we're not going to do that. Or I'm not going to do that. I'll go to that and say. So yeah, that's a good one. It says I wrote down that because a person says they're saved doesn't mean they always are saved. Jesus, God doesn't accept lip service. So if a person goes and says, "Yeah, I'm a Christian. Yeah, I go to church once, twice a year, whatever. Yeah, you know, I try to do good for people. That makes me a Christian." No, that's not true. And like I said in Ephesians, it says that it's through after we're saved, it's our fruit. It's what we do after we're saved is what shows that we're a true Christian. It doesn't earn us the right to be a Christian, but once we are a Christian, we are going to go out. We're going to help people. We're going to, read the Bible. We're going to probably get baptized. I mean, it's not required, but it's kind of important. It is important. It's our showing that we are a Christian to other people. We're gonna go to church. You know, fellowship with other Christians, because that's important also. Because to be a Christian by yourself is not healthy, because you're going to build your own thoughts and ways that may or may not be biblical, or you're going to read the Bible and you're not going to understand what you're reading, and you're going to assume it says one thing, and really it's not saying that at all. I see a lot of groups out there that like to quote the Bible, and they'll cherry pick a verse out of the Bible and say, see, the Bible says this, but it's really not saying that. If you read other verses, or you read what I call 20-20 vision, you have to read 20 verses before and 20 verses after, you'll understand what it's being talked about, who it's being talked about, where it's being talked about, why it's being talked about, and that one little verse then is not going to mean the same thing that you thought it was. I mean, I've read the Bible umpteen times. I mean, I don't know, I lose track because I read books and books and books and books of the Bible. I don't read cover to cover every day. So each book is written by a different author. Well, not all different authors, but there's 66 books written by 40 authors. So if that's what you want to go by, that's what it is. And each author has a different view on what's either said, done, or being told them by God, if they're a prophet in the Old Testament, or if they're just an apostle in the New Testament talking about Jesus Christ. So, back to what I was saying, just because you say you're a Christian doesn't mean you are a Christian. It's going to be what you do after you become a Christian, you become born again. Sorry, I'm pausing again because I'm reading. This is only my second video, so you gotta bear along with me. I'll probably, hopefully, get better as I go along with my videos, but for now, kind of going by my notes, and they're kind of hard to read because they're small, and I don't have super good vision. I do have good vision, but I'm getting older. Yeah, okay. So when a Christian is saved, you're gonna know by how they act, and other people around you are gonna know you're saved when you become a Christian. If you're not a Christian and you become a Christian, a lot of your friends are going to all of a sudden not want to hang out with you so much, especially if you had a lot of bad habits that you were doing before you were a Christian. And now when you stop doing those, and more people are going to say, hey, wait a minute, you don't want to go to the bar with me tonight? You don't want to go watch that movie, whatever it is? We always do this. Or we'll, play poker and smoke cigars. I'm not saying that's bad. Well, it is bad, but I'm not saying that just because you do that, you're not saved. But if you're a true Christian, you're going to filter drastically what you do, say, and act like around other people. I mean, it doesn't make us perfect, though. Just because you're saved doesn't mean you're not going to sin. When you sin, though, as a saved Christian, you're going to all of a sudden feel this burning, because it's not just you're sinning against a person, you're not sinning against a group, you're sinning against Jesus. And when you sin against God like that, it's more of a personal ouch, if you know what I mean. If you're a Christian, you know what I mean. It's not just okay, maybe I can hide, maybe they didn't see me do it, or maybe God sees everything, God knows everything, He knows it before we're gonna do it. But He's not bound by time like we are. He knows what's gonna happen tomorrow. He knows what's gonna happen yesterday. He knows what happened 1,000 years ago. He knows what's gonna happen in 1,000 years. So it's not like He doesn't know already. But this is my little talk on Christianity, and I have a lot of notes here that I probably didn't get into because I've only got, I think, 10 minutes and then 9 minutes or whatever it's like. And I did want to do a closing talk here. First minute on that. Oh yeah, fellowship. It's important when you are a Christian, you become saved, that you have fellowship, you get involved with a church, you get involved with a home study Bible group, which, in my personal opinion, the home Bible study group I get more out of than church. Don't get me wrong, I love church because I have a lot of friends there, and you get to see a lot of friends and talk to a lot of friends, and that's great. But the personal little Bible study groups, if you get involved with those and you have questions or issues or problems, they're there to help you, they're there to pray with you, they're there for you. It's like a one-on-one thing. And like it says in the Bible also, iron sharpens iron. So we're there to sharpen other Christians, and other Christians are there to sharpen us. And I'm down to 10 seconds, so I will leave with that. God bless. Take care and have a good afternoon.